So it's been a while since I've made a video, but I'm still kind of laughing on the inside about the response to my Frank Madrano video. Again, I said in that video that I have nothing against Frank himself, but of course, people were jumping down my throat about that one. And probably the biggest comment that I was getting, the most common one, is "you don't even look strong," or how can you talk crap about him? You're just some rando. And one person was saying, "Oh yeah, well he can do dips with 4 plates between his legs." For the record, I can do dips with like 3.5 plates between my legs, and I weigh like 40 pounds more than him probably. So whatever. But the other thing is that like people saying like you don't even look strong. Strong is not a physical quality. That's why strong men are like not particularly bodybuilder looking. Basically strength training is less hypertrophic than bodybuilding training. So you build less muscle. You don't build as much muscle. You don't look as strong. And further, like strength is a neurological. It's a skill. It's not it's not some kind of physical quality. It's a skill. It derives from training of your metabolic system, training of your neurological system to essentially contract muscles at the same time, and with the right force values. It's about training your body to perform the way you want it to. There's not necessarily any muscles involved. Which is why, like if you look up, some of the, like the old time strongmen and the old time, like strength athletes, you look them up, they don't look like they lift for shit. Like, like Bob Peoples is a guy who held a deadlift world record for years, and he has like these, like skinny little, like shitty legs that like it doesn't look like he lifts. And back then, that was all they, like people didn't really know about bodybuilding back then, so all they did was they lifted to get stronger, and, that just meant lifting heavy weights that, didn't really build a lot of muscle, and, they got hella strong, and, again, we're talking, like, strongmen who, like, would, like, bite things, like, like, they would use teeth strength, to hold on to things while people were, like, yanking a chain out of their mouth, So yeah, I mean, you can't look strong, and in fact, like people who look strong, if you were to actually have the right opinion about this, people who were to look strong would actually be people who don't look very jacked. They don't look very ripped. They don't look very big relative to say a bodybuilder at their weight class, because they just don't have as much muscle. They tend to be flabbier. That's all there is to it. And that's why, we talk shit about, like really heavy powerlifters and strongmen for, not looking like bodybuilders. But, they're just training for very different things. There's not necessarily an overlap there. And a really good strength athlete, aka one who trains for strength all the time and doesn't really worry about this bodybuilding stuff that's less important, just won't look like a bodybuilder. They'll look flabbier, and that's what strong looks like. That's that's the important thing. So saying that, for example, Frank Madrano looks strong because he's hella ripped, hella cut, hella jacked, that's just stupid. It doesn't mean anything. So, anyway, that was just kind of my reply there. The other thing is people saying, oh, like, you check out this one vegan strongman. That's a cool story, bro. One guy does not constitute rigorous scientific evidence. And further, he didn't convert to veganism until much later in his career, after it was already on the way out. Clearly, not really a case of, not really a case of anything to worry about. So, whatever. Go back to your keyboard warrioring. Have a good one. One last thing, though, too. Before I go, is if you are telling someone that they don't look very strong, and you're basing this on something other than a video of their PRs that they posted yesterday, you're a hater, okay? That's all there is to it. People don't look strong. The only thing that looks strong is the big ass weight in their hands or on their shoulders or whatever the hell they're, whatever. Okay? So if if they have a big ass weight, then they are strong. If not, they are not. That is all there is to it. And like if you're commenting on some video that was like 2 years ago, well, congrats, that was 2 years ago. If you're commenting on some video that was 2 months ago, well, congrats, that was 2 months ago. People can and do get very strong very quickly, and that's all there is to it.